During the first quarter of 2021, I met a gypsy woman on Twitter. She requested to remain anonymous, and I'll respect her wish. Since then, she blocked me, not because of an argument or a fight, but because we got what we wanted from each other. And there's no reason to use the internet for connecting to other wanderers, be they on Earth or elsewhere. In body, me and her are both human. These flesh avatars are very common on Earth, and most of us share a common fault: superiority-complex. I'll return to that topic later. But first I'll tell you the story of how the moon and the sun danced. Me, a pale, physically repulsive, nerdy artist, and her, a gorgeous dark dancer. We wrote short poems to each other, talked with and through ghosts of the past, present, and future, sent positive affirmations to each other, and joked about societies. We were able to connect through subjective truths. For example, I'd tell her I'll use a graphite pencil, a blue ballpoint pen that I took from the psych ward, and a faded notebook given to me by a natural star. I'll wear bronze and platinum colors as my armor and you as my sky, and we'd float through each other's minds across a vast, vast distance. If I'm not mistaken, there's at least 2,000 to 2,500 kilometers between our physical locations. But the communication was instant. I could blink and think of her smile and pull her love through a void of absolute nothingness. She reminded me to breathe, to stay focused, to take breaks, and to enjoy creating. What she got in return were prophecies. When I dive deep into art, I hear, feel, and see futures. None of them my own, of course, as a prophet doesn't predict the self. The peculiar thing about our private messages was that some days it seemed as if we were not the same people. I'd wake up at noon, check Twitter, and see a dozen messages from her, where she berated herself, just outright self-loathing and hatred. Sorry, I had to change the song. The song was in Finnish, and Finnish is a stupid language. I'd read back my own messages and wouldn't understand what I was talking about, even if I was sober and sharp while sending those messages. The most prominent weirdness was how she'd sometimes call me things I wasn't, at least not anymore. She'd call me VK, Sky King, Beloved Chiron. Those names always felt foreign to me, yet true in some sense. To her, at that point in time, I was a king, and to me, at that point in time, she was a queen, and nothing less. That brings us back to the human superiority complex. No one is special to everyone. If someone was special to everyone, they'd be not just a figurative, but an actual god. The special part of being human, at least, seems to be the ability to entertain the self in complex ways. Very few animals that we know of have the capability to trick themselves. The futility of the subjective superiority of a human is shown often, for example, every time anyone complains about anything. See, if we're so superior and at the top of the food chain, why would we ever complain about anything? Because we are not special. Humans are not special. In the great illusion of an infinite universe of wonder, to other humans, to your pets, to yourself, you may feel special, important, superior, magnificent, irreplaceable. To another life form, billions of light years away, you are nothing. We are nothing. We might as well not exist. Now, here's a cool and calm, quote unquote, insane delusion. I remember being more than my physical avatar. I remember being more than flesh, blood, and bone. I remember being a timeless, formless thought. That's all.